Imagine you wake up one morning and the entire sun has turned into a giant cosmic magnifying glass. Every single ray of sunlight that usually spreads across Earth now aims at one single spot. No more sunny everywhere. Just a planet-sized death laser pointing at one unlucky place. So, what happens if all sunlight focuses on one point on Earth? First, let's set up the rules. We're not changing how bright the sun is. Same sun, same energy. The only change. Instead of spreading that energy over the whole day side of Earth, we bend all the rays so they hit one tiny area. Like when you were a kid burning leaves with a magnifying glass. Except the magnifying glass is 93 million miles wide, and the leaf is our planet. We'll pretend this point is somewhere on land, not the ocean, just so we can watch everything go terribly wrong in high definition. So, how much energy are we talking about? Right now, the sun lights up half of Earth. A huge amount of sunlight hits that entire side at once. When you add it all together, it's like the sun is constantly blasting Earth with trillions of light bulbs worth of power. Now imagine all of that, every watt, focused into a circle, maybe a few kilometers across. That spot would be getting more energy than the surface of the sun itself. The ground doesn't just get hot, it goes straight past. This is uncomfortable too. This is plasma now. In the first second, everything on the surface at that point is vaporized. Buildings gone, cars gone, trees, soil, rocks. They don't even get a chance to catch fire. They jump straight from solid to gas. The air above the point heats up so fast, it explodes upward. You'd get a massive shockwave, a blast, like a huge nuclear bomb, except the bomb doesn't stop exploding. The air turns into a glowing column of superheated gas punching its way into the upper atmosphere. Within minutes, that point on Earth becomes a crater of molten rock, with a pillar of fire reaching toward space. The ground melts, and then keeps melting. Because the sun is still pouring energy into that same tiny target like it's trying to drill a hole through the planet. If you're anywhere nearby, you're not nearby for long. Meanwhile, what about the rest of the world? Everywhere else on Earth is suddenly in permanent night. There's no sunlight at all. Daytime cities are instantly thrown into darkness. Temperatures start to drop. Solar panels stop working. People look outside and realize the sun is still up. But the sky looks wrong. If you could see that focused spot from far away, you'd see a blinding, tiny dot of light on the horizon. Then hours, winds start to go crazy. Hot air is rising like mad over the laser point, and cooler air from everywhere else rushes in to replace it. You'd get superstorms spiraling toward that burning spot, only to get blasted apart by the insane heat. The focus point gets hotter and deeper. The crust there starts to behave less like solid ground and more like a boiling pot. Rock turns to magma, magma turns to glowing gas. If the focus is on a continent, you might literally start digging a tunnel toward Earth's mantle with pure sunlight. After days, the rest of the planet is cooling fast. Without normal sunlight spread around, the land and oceans begin to freeze. Not instantly, but steadily. Nights already get cold with no sun. Now imagine a world where daytime is just a very dark, very confused version of night. Plants die off first. No light, no photosynthesis. Crops fail, or go silent. Animals that depend on those plants follow. Humans have electricity and food storage, but that won't last forever, especially with global weather losing its mind. Meanwhile, the laser point is still being cooked. If it lasts long enough, that spot could drill through a big chunk of the crust. You might even open up a massive volcano-like hole, where molten rock from below mixes with the constant solar blast. Think of it as Earth's worst pimple, powered by a star. From space, Earth would look like a dark marble with one unbelievably bright tiny dot on it. Almost all of the sun's reflected light would be coming from that one spot. To aliens, we'd look like a weird, broken flashlight. So what's the big reveal? Focusing all sunlight on one point doesn't just burn that one place. It wrecks everything. You get one superheated, ever-deepening crater of doom, global darkness almost everywhere else, collapsing food chain, and a freezing, stormy world orbiting a sun that's still shining. Just not for us. Earth doesn't explode, but it turns into a frozen planet with one white-hot wound, where the sun refuses to let go. The scary lesson. The sun only works for us because its energy is spread out. The gentle, even sunlight across half the globe is the difference between beaches and instant lava. So if all sunlight focused on one point, we wouldn't get a cool solar power plant. We'd get the universe's most overpowered blowtorch and a planet that slowly dies in the shadows. If you enjoyed this little trip into Let's Break the Planet with Bad Ideas, hit like and tell me in the comments, where would you least want that sunlight beam to hit? And if you want more weird science, what if scenarios explained with simple, slightly alarming stories, make sure to subscribe. The sun is doing a delicate job right now. Maybe let's not give it any new ideas.